Hello and thank you for visiting Frank's Shed. Our special guests today are a trio from Cork and Clonmel, and they are amassing serious respect in the Irish music scene and beyond. What started out as a blues outfit has mutated into something more. Now they're serving up a tasty mix of jazz licks, punk grit, funk rhythms and powerful earthy vocals. Please give it up for Crow Black Chicken! Yeah! Woo! It's actually a nice, it's a good healthy amount of hair in the shed today.
There is fairly hairy Irish. People
Right.
in the Medford say, oh, hairy on the inside. I'm not so sure about that whole hairy on the inside.
That's a scary
thing.
prospect, being
Yeah,
hairy on the
you
inside.
want to have a throat like a billy goat to be hairy on the inside. Wouldn't you?
Well, give us your name and your function.
Stephen, bass.
Stephen, how are you doing?
Jev, drums.
Drums.
Christy, guitar and vocals.
And vocals. Alright. Well, good to meet you, fellas.
Thank you, man.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, no bother.
So, I'm a big fan of your stuff. I find it extremely contagious anyway. And as if your organic EP wasn't good enough, the latest MP3, Skin Deep,
Yeah.
it's bang on. It hints at just how much more your new album is going to be compared to the stuff that we already know. Well, in terms of hooks and complexity anyway. So, what can you tell us about your new album?
Yeah. There's a huge difference between the EP that we did back in 2009 and the album that's coming out in June or July. June, isn't it? June. And I think it's that, like, we really only were formed kind of in 2009, and we were kind of finding our feet, and we did a little kind of a live EP, and we thought, oh, this is good, we like this. And then we wrote some stuff, and we recorded in Stephen's house with a friend of ours, Kieran Collan. Did a great job, and we were delighted with it. But there was like loads, hundreds and hundreds of gigs between doing that EP and doing the album, you know, and it just does something to you. It's like as if kind of the 2009 now to us seems like about 10 years ago, you know.
Because of the amount of gigs you've played.
It's incredible, in that respect. So it is, you could say we've matured and all.
Oh, yeah.
But,
They all say that now.
Yeah. But no, it's not even quite that, you know. It's just that things move on, you know.
Yeah. And you tried to get it funded through fundit.ie.
We did.
Did you reach your target?
We did actually, Mel. We
Good
did. Thanks
stuff.
be to God.
Well, thank you all for helping these fellas out. Like.
Yeah, thanks a
So-
lot.
So you finally got there, yeah. And it's called Electric Soup, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Cool.
Electric
Okay.
Soup. That's the title track of the album.
We're going to get straight down to your song. So, what is your first tune going to be, and what can you tell us about?
Oh yeah,
Skin Deep.
Skin Deep. We went through this phase of writing songs that might have been written by a mass murderer for a while.
All right.
It was very strange because we were sort of in this transitional phase from the whole blues thing, which we did loads of, and the lyrics started kind of getting a bit like metal-y kind of, didn't they? You know, I don't know. And that's what it is. You know?
Okay.
I suppose in the end of the day, like, you can write songs about things that you haven't actually experienced yourself. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Like we've written songs, but it's all a bit like kind of Silence of the Lambs kind of. When we played the song live, we say, "This is for those of you who love too much." So it wasn't bad enough. Like they're all
Nice.
sitting it then.
Right, well, for those of you who love too much, blow the roof off the place, lads. This is Skin Deep.
Baby, I'm alive.
What's your next song up?
Pouring Down, isn't it?
Pouring Down.
And what's the story behind that one?
Oh, that's a very personal, personal song. Actually, that song is about it's about somebody that's made bad choices in life that you care about, and that you want to see them going on the right road, and you can see the right road for them stretched out ahead, but it's very hard to get somebody to do what you think is right, or and I think that's what that song is about. That's a very serious song. We don't really
And it
do.
was your first song, not about a murder.
And it was actually, yeah. And another thing that I find very difficult to get my teeth into is love songs. I abhor them, you know.
Yeah.
And I wrote one of them actually on the acoustic guitar there not so long ago. So it's all very strange. Most of our songs aren't about anything like that, and they don't really do.
Bit morbid, like.
We don't really do sentimentality very well, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a very unusual song like that, you know. There's a lot of love went into that song, you know, and all that.
It's all fitting in the blues spectrum anyway.
Maybe
That's
it
the
is,
main
yeah,
thing.
but it's generally not us, you know. Usually it's all about there has to be some carp somewhere, you know.
Oh yeah, sure.
Under
That's it.
floorboards, you know. You know what I mean? It's a funny thing. Like,
Songwriting comes from adversity then. Adversity, sorry.
I hate all that, you know. I mean, really, like, how can somebody write like loads of love songs, you know? Really, like, it's such a powerful thing. It's such a beautiful, powerful, important thing. How can you sit down and write 20 love songs? It sort of belittles it, you know what I mean?
Probably watch too many Hollywood films.
I like watching TV and seeing all that, you know, fucked up shit. You know?
Well, we all like fucked up shit now. I don't think I'm speaking for myself here. Anyway, right, will we take it away, yeah?
Yeah.
Take it away.
Just gotta follow me. like a falling rain. Can't even tell I'm falling out, just like a falling rain. Can't even tell I'm falling out. I hope you do the same. Well, my darling girl, you're walking in the fiery flame. There's nobody watching you now. Nobody gonna know your name. The black hair cries the name. The white hair crawls the day. You gotta work it out now, girl. But you're gonna be here, okay?
It's never going to get easy. Can you tell us about how you first became really exposed to music and ultimately how you came together?
When I was about 12, we had a very long lunch break in school, and up until then I was listening to pop music on the radio and stuff, like Meatloaf, I'd be honest, or Duran Duran, all that kind of stuff. Because I'm old.
They weren't on the radio, right?
But I was on it, and I didn't know any better anyway. And I went downtown into Eason's, and there's a record shop in Cork, and they were playing Neil Young. They were playing Southern Man. I was thinking, what the fuck is that? You know? Yeah. And I went up to the guy at the counter and I said, excuse me, what is that? And he said, that's
your best girly voice.
That's Neil Young, pal. And from then on, I was hooked, and I just wanted to play music and listen to every kind of music I could get my hands on. I realised actually like then that they weren't playing the stuff that you actually would like to hear on the mainstream, you know. But nobody tells you that either, really, you know. Yeah. Or back then they didn't tell me anyway. So I didn't really, it was that sort of time when I suddenly realised that in actual fact there is other music out there besides the stuff that they're shoveling out there, you know.
The internet, like.
Yeah, and I thought that was fantastic, and so was Neil Young.
Nice one.
Southern Man.
How about yourselves, lads?
Me and Jeff were in a punk band when we were 17,
right.
And then we were in a funk rock band, funk metal band like Primus, and then we were in a jazz band. I was playing double bass, and Jeff was playing saxophone. And then what do we do after that? Blues band. And then we met Christy. So that took a good few years to get through all those bands.
Your name is derived from a Ray Cooder song. Yeah?
It is, yeah.
So, do you want to tell us about your main inspirations for this band?
Blues guys.
Musical
like,
or otherwise?
Just blues guys like Freddie King, and then...
Or even
the truth about it is everybody in the band comes from like a different
place.
Yeah. People often say that it's kind of like, it's a bit of the Doors and like you were mentioning Clutch and all this, but it doesn't.
They never heard of Clutch. So.
Yeah, like people are always trying to say that it's get it close to another band, but the truth is it's a bit different because myself and Stephen we had a teacher who was a jazz musician, so. Yeah. We kind of add a bit of that into the band as well, like so. And Christy used to play acoustic guitar before this band, so it's just it's different.
I can actually see
we went through 2 years just listening to jazz CDs because the teacher was just giving them, and then so that was always in our car. Miles Davis and John Coltrane, and all that Mingus and all that stuff. He was listening to that in his taxi. It was
It's bizarre, like, because it took me up until I was like about 32 before I actually even listened to any of that stuff. You know, you just, as you're not exposed to it, you just kind of have to find it. And it's a funny thing. Jazz is the kind of thing. If you listen to it straight off, you might not actually kind of quite like it. It's like Guinness, you know.
It's a challenge to actually get through it sometimes. But it's a worthy challenge.
It is, yeah. You're well worth it. It's like beef heart or something.
Yeah, oh God.
You listen to it and you think, what the fuck?
Frownland. The first time anyone's ever heard beef heart's Frownland, that's like someone's mind exploding.
Yeah.
But
So-
if you actually listen to the whole album, what's it, Trout Mash
Yeah.
Replica? That's,
But it makes you angry. It makes you fucking
depends
angry.
on who you are.
Doesn't it? It makes me angry anyway. I that's my road rage album.
There you have
I
it
don't
now.
listen to that when I drive
Beef
the car
heart makes
anymore.
Christy angry.
Yeah. Oh, it is terrible. It's terrible. It does terrible things to people. Yeah, without a doubt.
I believe you had a big break last year as well. So do you want to tell us about your favourite gig experience?
Oh yeah, right. We won a competition up in Cavan, and we got a slot on the BBC introducing stage in Glastonbury. You know, it was really good. We didn't know what to expect. First of all, we thought, of course, like we were actually going to be on the pyramid stage with Beyonce. but
Big old
actually,
booty Beyonce.
well, but we weren't actually. We were a bit disappointed then because we weren't going to see Beyonce. But actually it was grand, and we were on the BBC stage, the introducing stage, and that was really good.
But we got the other gig.
We played 7 times there. We played in this other place in the, it was at the Green area?
The Greenfields, is that what it's
Green
called?
Peas
Green
area.
Peas.
In the Greenfields.
Called the Fluffy Rock. That was actually
They let us-
really good.
They gave us a trial at 1 o'clock the day before, and then they asked us to headline the tent the next day. Like.
Yeah.
No more people could fit in the tent. Like.
You get a good crowd, so yeah?
Yeah,
Oh,
lots,
huge.
yeah.
It was strong, and the boys were telling me after that they met a guy from Clonmel, and he knew us, like, and he was walking past the tent, and he heard us, you know, and he's kind of going, fuck it, I know them. He didn't know we were there at all, like, you know.
But he couldn't
He
fit
couldn't
in.
even get in because it was so
Fucking
packed,
hell.
yeah. So it was really good.
Really
Yeah.
well.
Glastonbury's funny. Glastonbury's a funny thing. You would see more of Glastonbury on the television, you know, more shows and more bands and all that. But I would never say this only because I've been there. It's just not the same. You have to slobber around in the muck and eat ostrich burgers, and get lost and all
Ostrich
that.
burgers.
And it's really brilliant.
Cool.
You couldn't
It's
actually
amazing,
begin
yeah.
to you couldn't begin to describe the sensory overload. What is Glastonbury? You know, I can't wait to go back there.
Cool. Do you actually think you're going to go back to the...
Oh, we're going back.
We'll
We're
go
going
back.
back.
Was the crowd media response just that good, yeah?
Yeah, it was.
Really
Yeah,
good.
excellent. Really
stuff.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've seen an awful lot of blurbs say on the internet about you, like just about how good you were and how whiskey soaked and everything.
I know, yeah.
Say that.
they're picking the right superlatives then. Like, they're fucking
Oh, that
baby.
was-
What would your opinion be on the current state of the Irish music scene?
I tell you, Mel, I know what it is. There's the music scene, the musicians, and the creative people out there have never been so good in my mind. I come across people every week, and they just blow you away, like, you know, with the stuff that they're doing. In particular, a band that we came across recently, Mustang Hobo, are like just brilliant, super entertaining, and shit hot musicians. And that's what you want, you know, people that aren't like up themselves,
Of course, yeah.
but are confident enough to do what they're doing.
And what
you
they're
know?
doing is honest. Like,
Really honest, and there's loads of that around the place.
Yeah.
And at the same time, then you do have other people, and I think it's like endemic of Ireland, and it's been the same forever, and it's what holds everything back so bad, and what it makes people leave Ireland to get on. There's a certain element there, and they're like fucking leeching
Following
on
a
these
template,
people.
like.
Just people that are looking for stuff off them and pretending to be fucking doing stuff for people, and I think that's always going to be the way. Ireland is so small, we should have a fucking massive scene here, you know. It's like a cup brimming over with fantastic musicians and creative people, and people should be helping them and not hindering them, and not trying to fucking suck out of them like vampires, you know.
That's it.
all these events, like say asking young bands to play, like, and they have to pay to play. All this stuff is just
They should be encouraged, you know. I mean, nobody's asking for anything that they don't deserve, and I think that people should go out and go and see live music, you know, because in the end of the day, like the bands are there. The bands are out there only waiting for people to come and see them. You know, you see stuff on the radio, or you hear stuff on the radio, you see stuff on the TV, and it's like it's what some guy in an office is feeding you. You know, like chips or something. You know, like fucking fast food. You don't want that. You want food for your soul, you know. Absolutely. And I think that's the problem, really, you know. There's clever guys out there, and they want to keep things at a certain status quo. And there's so much other stuff out there that doesn't get a chance.
And it's also very difficult for original bands to actually get a break. Like, you probably had to work your socks off just to get where you are right now.
Oh yeah.
But
we didn't get the break we got. I know we'd be slobbering away. Yeah. And whatever.
We might be doing all this. I don't know.
We'd be doing well.
If you were a cover band playing like Sweet Child of Mine or something like that, you know, you'd be at least making £300 every weekend. Yeah. That's the ridiculous aspect of Irish music, I think. Like,
yeah.
But you're proving otherwise, I think.
Yeah. Fuck them all. Fuck them all. We'll do our own thing. We'll go and do whatever we do, and what we find in the end of the day is, you know, for every 5 people that see us, or 5 people, one person will go, Jesus, this is great, you know.
That's it, man. That's what it's all
about.
You know, if you can reach that one person out of the many,
yeah,
you know,
that's
and your final song is going to be.
Our final song is called Flowers. No, Flowers is a funny one because
that doesn't sound bluesy now.
No, I suppose I don't know what it is.
The flowers are all withering.
They didn't start off like that. They didn't start off that. Me and Stephen, when we were we were writing this thing one night, and we were sitting down and we were saying, we kind of do it. It's like a process of kind of, it just turns into stuff, isn't it? You play something until certain kind of catches your fancy, and then it sort of turns into a song, you know. And Stephen was saying to me, like, oh, what did we call the song? And I was saying, well, I was thinking about flowers when I was thinking of the lyrics then, and he was really not fucking happy about that. So that's stupid.
Shit.
That's a shit name, but it kind of stuck, didn't it?
Stuck.
Yeah, that's what happens with the shit names.
You've just been immortalized there.
Yeah. He's much better. He's actually much better at coming up with the shit names. Flowers. But Flowers is a song. It's about it's about ecology and how the world is falling apart and nobody gives a shit and they're poisoning everything.
All right.
And also that you can, funnily enough, attain anything you want to attain and do anything you want to do if you really want to do it.
A very poignant sentiment.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's it.
And it's a good bit different to all other songs.
It is, yeah.
Most different one on the album, definitely. Like.
I don't know what kind of genre you could possibly say it is. You probably would know. I don't, really.
The best music, you can't even put a genre on it. Anyway.
Well, it's grand anyway. We do it anyway. We wrote it and we do it.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Okay, well, Flowers.
But he hasn't heard it yet. We're about to play it. Like.
Go for it and rock the fuck out.
But deep inside I tell you I feel blue. if you threw it away. Can you tell me, baby, the things you got to say?
Holy football! Have you got any favourite jokes for us?
I have actually.
Go on.
I have actually. The laziest boy in the world was sitting by the fire, and his mother said, "Laziest boy in the world, why are you crying?" I said, "I'm burning."
Lads, thanks very much for coming in.
Sound.
Really
Thanks,
appreciate
Ian.
it, and I wish you every continued success.
It's a pleasure.
And those of you on the internet, I believe you're on the internet right now, so check out Crow Black Chicken right now. Don't be a prick. Anyway, so we'll see you next time on Frank Shed, and thanks for popping along. See you next time.
Ah.